Okay, let's go. Hi guys, this is Sabila Mirage. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I am exposing all of my essays. I'm exposing all of the stores I have ever been to. I'm just gonna give it all to you because so many of you came to me asking names of my essays, people I would suggest, people I worked with, people I don't work with, especially people I don't work with. And I specifically left the names out of my last video because I didn't want to get anybody in trouble. I didn't want to hold anybody accountable for what happened. I felt like I just wanted to share my experience and so many of you were curious. So my goal was, number one, for you to have somewhat a realistic expectation because stupid me expected a better treatment from such a brand, and unfortunately, based on my and many of your experiences, and thank you for sharing, it's really helpful for me and for others who go through my comments. That's not the case. And for you to be prepared to spend a lot for, in best case scenario, an average treatment. And number two, and this is just in my wildest dreams, but I also wanted to possibly contribute to making a change. I thought a lot about whether to share this observation with you or not, and now I feel like I will because I'm just being honest. This is my perspective. This is how I see. Anyway, I'm not saying that I was treated horribly or anything like that, or you will be. No, that's not the case. But unless you're Asian, don't expect a red carpet to be rolled out for you. And this is just the power of observation. And I'm not hating. I'm actually kind of jealous because on so many occasions, and if you are Asian and if you went to South Coast Plaza VCA and you were treated average, you're lying. I'm kidding. But leave your comments down below because I'm really curious. Okay, this is one example, and this is one of very many examples because I have so many VCA pieces, like a lot. I can't even count, but like probably up to 20 or 20. So plus I exchanged a few. So I've been to their stores a lot. And I remember this one instance when I was helped by somebody and while I was waiting for my essay, and the girl was kind of mean, and then two girls came in and they were very young Asian girls, and she jumped on them right away. They didn't have an appointment. She started helping them, smiling, very like bending over backwards for them, and they didn't get anything. So that was a bummer. I spoke to my essay in Cartier from South Coast Plaza, and we were talking about watches and like Cartier little tiny watches, the Panther watch. They have like the mini Panther and it's very cute. And she said that it's very popular for kids. And she said that usually Asian parents, when they come shopping, they will buy, and I'm not stereotyping, I'm not saying everybody, no. But she just mentioned that, that's why I kind of connected the dots. And she said that when they buy something for mommy, they buy like a watch for kids or a love bracelet for a kid, and we will have to take a bunch of links out, and it looks super cute and adorable, and it is really cute and adorable, but I don't know if I would do that for my kid. But that's kind of how I have this idea of essays in South Coast Plaza, expecting Asian clientele to spend, like to be big spenders. So there's nothing wrong with that, obviously. I wish I could like splurge like that, but I can't, and it doesn't mean that I'm lesser of a client, you know. Well, maybe it does mean that in their eyes. And again, this is just my observation, and I'm just sharing with you how it is because a lot of Asian girls watch my channel, so kudos to you. Like, you should go to South Coast Plaza because you're gonna be treated like a princess. Like, you wanted honest opinion, I'm gonna give it to you. So, and what I also noticed is that the manager, they have two managers. They have an Asian woman, and they have an older white man, very flamboyant, gray hair, tall. I forget his name, but those two are the rudest people. I don't know how they got the job at the VCA. Like, I don't understand. I think the woman worked at Dior or Chanel before, and then she now works at VCA. But they talk behind their customers' backs, because she would sit at the table with one of the essays, and I heard on multiple occasions them talking, discussing clients. And I understand, we're all people and we like to talk and we like to share our experiences. You know, this is life. But if there are customers at a neighboring table, shut your damn mouth. Like, don't talk, don't discuss your clients. It's not like you're discussing when your client is coming, an appointment or whatnot, but they're like what she bought, how much money she spent, what she wore, like things. I don't remember exactly what, but I remember that I felt uneasy. Like, I don't like that. I don't like when, I just felt like when I leave, they will be discussing me. And I just didn't feel good energy, you know, when you leave that place. It's just, you don't feel at ease. And I had, this is probably the worst. I almost left this out. I'm just covering South Coast Plaza because somebody asked me for an essay there, and girl, I got you. I'm gonna give you one because I remembered one that I worked with him twice, only twice. And he is actually amazing, and I'm gonna leave his info down below. Do not tell him who sent you, because my name on YouTube is not my real name, so he will not know. Another story why I feel like their managers are very unprofessional. We're talking about South Coast Plaza VCA, just that one right now. I'm gonna cover it out right next. One time I came there to exchange something for the second time, and usually when you exchange something once and then you come back and exchange it for the second time, the second exchange is usually final. Sometimes they tell you it's final, sometimes they don't, but usually, from what I remember, the second exchange is final. It shouldn't be like that. It depends from store to store. Every store is different, but usually second one is final, and but you legally, by the rules, you have 30 days, so you can technically exchange as many times as you want, but some stores have their own policies, which, you know, I would respect. I got a pair of earrings, don't remember which earrings it was. Then I exchanged them for 3 motif earrings, mother of pearl, gray mother of pearl, and onyx. And those earrings are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. But I don't have a lot of cartilage left in my ears because I had rhinoplasties, a few of those. So my ears are very weak. So vintage Alhambra is the biggest I can go, and I have to remove them at the end of the day because my ears get tired. So I realized that after I came home, put them on, called my mom on FaceTime, wanted to showcase the earrings, and then 20 minutes later my ears were exhausted. It was just hard for my ears. So I decided to exchange them, and that's when I decided to get, I think, that's when I got my first 10 motif in mother of pearl. So I really wanted a 10 motif. I wanted it in onyx first. I don't know if I told you that, but they didn't have onyx, and I did not want to try mother of pearl on, but I tried it on, and it just, it like radiates this beautiful light, and it's just, it makes you look so angelic that I had to get it. So when I exchanged, that was my second exchange. So I got a pair of earrings, then 3 motif earrings, and then the 10 motif. And I had to sign that it was the final sale, or they like wrote final sale, something like that on my receipt. And I was totally fine with that because I hate exchanging things. Like, it's such a hassle. I know it's a lot of money and you have to be happy at the end of the day, and it's your right, but I hate to be a burden. I hate bothering people. Sometimes I just let it go, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just not doing it. I'm not dealing with this because it's stressful, and I just don't like extra work, you know. I should just get something and enjoy it. And then I also wanted to get earrings that same day. I wanted to get onyx earrings because they didn't have onyx 10 motif, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna get the earrings anyway because I plan on getting onyx 10 motif. I didn't get the 10 motif, but maybe I will at some point. Or maybe even a single motif. I like that one too. So they had onyx earrings. So I did my exchange, I got my purchase, and then I said, you know what, I'm gonna get the earrings. So they brought out a couple of onyx earrings for me to see and examine them for scratches, because onyx stone, even though it's very hard wearing, it very often comes with scratches, and they're like hairline, you can really tell it's not a crack, it's fine. But if you have options, you better look at all of them. So I asked for a couple, and I was deciding, I was looking at them really closely, and then the manager came and said something to the lady who was assisting me to the essay, and she said that this is gonna be a final sale. And I'm like, what do you mean? This is no exchange, this is a final sale. I'm like, but I'm buying earrings for the first time. She said, yes, but my manager said this is gonna be the final sale. If you want, you buy them and you never exchange or return, or you don't buy them. And you don't seem like you want them because you're examining them so hard that maybe you just don't want them. Just don't go to women there. Just stay away from women there. And she's like an older Asian lady. But it wasn't her fault. It was the guy's fault. And I didn't understand why I was like stripped of my rights as a customer. So I asked her why, it's a brand new purchase. What if, they break tomorrow or the day after tomorrow? She's like, well, then we can repair them. You cannot exchange them. This is gonna be a final sale, but you don't seem like you want them. Maybe you shouldn't get them. And she was very, very mean because I had the audacity to exchange something. So I was literally, I was appalled. Rideo Dr did not have onyx earrings at that moment. I think that was the time when onyx was scarce. I don't remember when, it was a long time ago, but there was a point when onyx it was before Christmas, when onyx is usually, they have so many onyx options, but they didn't have at all. They always have a 10 motif or a bracelet. They didn't have any, they just had the earrings. Rideo Dr did not have onyx earrings because I got the 3 motif at the Rideo Dr boutique. That's where I got the other 2 earrings. But they had such limited inventory that I wanted to exchange and get something else, and I went to South Coast Plaza. It's the same store, it's a second exchange within literally the first few days, because I don't keep an item for a week and then I decide to, no, I return it the next day. If something is wrong or if I don't feel good about it, I exchange it the next day. I just sleep on it, and then I, sometimes, I'm a Gemini, I can wake up and just change my mind completely, and that's it, and there's no turning back. And my mind is very stubborn. Once I decide, I decide. It's not like I need a week or 2 or a month up to 30 days to think about something. No, when it's done, it's done. And if I'm set to get something else, I will. So I know they all work together and the policy is the policy, but they literally stripped me of my rights. I still got the earrings because they did not have any scratches. I still have them. And I recently permanently attached the posts in them because they started wobbling and unscrewing and all that pleasant stuff. But that's the treatment you're gonna receive. And I don't think being Asian is gonna save you. I just think that they hate exchanging things, accepting inventory from, and those are 3 motif earrings. They're expensive. They were $10,000. And I just couldn't keep them because they were in the store, they look great. I tried them on for 2 minutes, but then at home when I showed them, they were on my ears for 15-20 minutes maybe. And that was it. I was exhausted. It literally felt like I did weights with my ears, and I don't usually work out my ears. And that was the end of the 3 motif and the end of me ever feeling good about South Coast Plaza. That store is very famous for being rude. It's famous at the Bellagio, VCA, I haven't gone to other, I think they, well, Wynn has Van Cleef now, Caesars has Van Cleef, there's one more Van Cleef somewhere else, and then Bellagio has, I think Vegas has 4 VCA locations. Bellagio looks very small, but they have good inventory actually. And they're very nice and welcoming, but I'm not going back there because they ruined my earrings. If you go there, ask for Alberto or Alex, Miss Alex. She is usually in the back, but if you talk to Miss Alex, you're gonna be just like in love with her, amazed. She's very, very nice, she's very kind, she's gonna go above and beyond to get you stuff that you want. And the second option would be Alberto, but I would go to Miss Alex first. She is, oh, I hope she becomes like their main manager for this country because they need to get their shit together. Also, if you mention my name, not gonna ring a bell, so I'm just sending you, trust me, just trust me. Now, South Coast Plaza, if you really wanna save on tax, if you really wanna go, if you want to save on tax and you live in LA and you want to go to South Coast Plaza because you have something very expensive on your wish list, go to Jack Hung. So I'm gonna leave his information down below. I have his business card, I specifically saved it. I'm gonna leave his cell phone. Don't like bother him for no reason, but if you want to check something like inventory or if you want him to order something for you, if it is possible, he will help you. He is extremely nice. He is a like middle-aged Asian man, such a gentleman, just absolutely the kindest person there and the kindest person overall from any VCA location. Like, I truly, truly love him. I got my, it's so weird, he remembered me now when I went there. I got my very first vintage Alhambra pendant in hammered yellow gold. That was like a long time ago, and yeah, he remembered me. That was really sweet, and yeah, he's just really cool. So if you want, go to him and nobody else, trust me, nobody else. And now Rideo Dry Boutique. So I wanted a toe ring. I really wanted a toe ring, so I went. We were in South Coast Plaza because I really like one of the restaurants there, and we didn't plan on getting anything, but it was January 25th, and that's like my second birthday, my not church birthday, it's like Christian birthday because it's like my name day, and it's celebrated by my family, and I always got presents and everything, so I felt like I wanted to get something symbolic and something small, and I always wanted a toe ring. So I went to Van Cleef and Jack was there. That's when he remembered me. And I found my size and it was really cute. They didn't have it in any other color, they only had it in white gold. But when I took pictures at home and I saw it, it didn't really feel right. I don't know, it's just, it didn't, I felt like I was gonna, it's either gonna be way too tight or I was gonna lose it. Of course I could make it work, but once I tried it on at home, I decided to exchange it for something else, but I didn't want to go to South Coast Plaza anymore. I wanted to go to Rideo Dry Boutique and just, you know, get the store credit or get something else. I changed my mind. So the next day I went to Rideo Dry Boutique and I went to my essay, and his name is Oliver. And I think he's the only Oliver there. I don't know his last name. I probably do. I have his business card somewhere, but his name is Oliver. I will leave his info down below. I already told him I will. So I asked for a specific piece from him, and apparently they just got one in. And it was fate. I had to get it. I just had to. It like stole my heart. You don't understand, guys. But he knows, Oliver knows that I have a YouTube channel, and he always asked me to see it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna text you the link, but I never did. And I never did on purpose because I talk about VCA a lot and I give you like very honest feedback and very honest opinion, and I don't want anybody to get offended. He's like, oh, I'm really curious, why don't you give it to me? You told me about it, but you never gave it to me. Like the link, And I said, look, I don't want to give it to you. I don't want to show it to you because, you know, I give reviews about VCA sometimes and they're not always positive. And he's like, really, why are you doing this to us? Why are you doing this to us? Like in a joking way. So I showed him my channel, and the last video was like, Van Cleef called me delusional. And he's like, what happened? And that was the time when I went to repair my earrings. And remember, I told you my essay wasn't there, so that was him. So maybe if I went to him, this whole ordeal wouldn't have happened. And I told him the story. I explained what happened, and he was shocked. He felt so bad. He told me to go to him next time when I need to replace the stone. He said that I was, he feels very bad that I was treated like that and that it was unfair, and that he didn't see an issue there, that it was just a waste of time for nothing. They still ended up doing their job because everybody got involved on the case, and it could have been avoided and people could have been paid for doing some other, you know, tasks, but they were paid to deal with my $4,000 earrings, which is ridiculous. Anyway, so I told him this, and then I went ahead and purchased something, and I'm gonna show you what I purchased in it. This video is getting way too long, but before I do the unboxing, I wanted to, in this video, include that he felt really bad. He even gave me 2 books, coffee table books, and I never had the small coffee table books, but he gave me these 2 books, and it was so sweet. And I knew why he did that, because usually they don't give coffee table books unless the purchase is like expensive. But he's like, do you have any of these? And I'm like, no. He's like, okay, I'm gonna give you 2. And there's chocolate for you and this and that. And I'm like, thank you, don't feel bad. This is not your fault by any means. I'm gonna actually make a video and I'm gonna talk about you, and I'm gonna send whoever wants to come here to you, because, you know, he's been very, not like apologetic, but understanding, and kind of sided with me, which, you know, it's good to be heard, it's good to be understood. And I'm so happy that so many of you shared your experiences with me in the comments, or what you think about this, because it's like validating what I went through, and it's validating the stress that I've been through, because it's just hard when nobody cares and nobody understands, and they're like, well, what do you expect? The brand doesn't care, like, you're stupid. And nobody was like that. Like, you were very understanding and supportive, and the feedback I got, I was just very, very happy. So thank you guys for that. And I'm gonna quickly film the unboxing, and I'm gonna show it to you. You will not believe what I got. Like, I truly, I'm gonna edit these 2 videos together, but I don't know when I'm gonna post. I don't want to promise the next day and then I post in a week. Thank you very much for watching. If you found this video interesting or helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.